Hello, everybody. This is Sonev.
And this is Wave of Shadow, and we are the Team Liquid Twin Casting Golems, bringing to you a Scrim live. I always say live, but of course it's live.
Of course, it's live. We've got the Team Liquid Scrimhouse versus the Master Debaters, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know what to call it. I think he wanted to say the Grandmasters.
The Grandmaster.
The Grandmasts. The Grandmaster Debaters. Okay, that's a classy name.
That's very wasabi-like.
Yep.
Oh, all right. And Erzin's doing the bans. I like that. I PM'd him and threw him into this.
Is that why he banned Riven?
I don't know. I'm sure they're on TeamSpeak, so I'm assuming they know what's going on.
So Tart, in case for people who don't know, they're the Grandmaster Debaters' primary player. You see Wasabi is a Riven player, so that is a targeted ban towards him.
Oh, I didn't actually know that.
You didn't?
No, because whenever we play with Wasabi, he's always trolling.
That is a valid point. Oh, you hadn't played with him before he started trolling us? Oh, I see. Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, otherwise, pretty standard bans. Alistar, Shen, Malphite, Blitzcrank. Last one will be Rengar, Jace, I assume. Typical solo queue fare, considering neither of these teams know much about the other, nor do they have any real cohesion and or strategy, so it's pretty much going to be a 5v5 that strongly resembles solo queue.
Yeah, there'll be a little more coordination, though, because they're on TeamSpeak, so... But it'll be interesting, because they've never really played with each other that much, so...
Nope, and a Lee Sin ban, which I mean, Lee Sin's incredibly strong, so it's not necessarily a bad ban, just something you don't tend to see too often.
Yeah, it's a ban, even at higher, like, in any ranked, you don't really see it much unless it's targeted, because he is strong early, but he falls off later. So if you can just avoid feeding him early, he can really avoid carrying a game. And all right, Erzin with the Sona pick, I really like. He plays a very good Sona.
You can vouch for him.
I can vouch for him. I've played with him. Yeah, I mean, he's my best friend. So.
Oh, cute, super.
Yeah,
oh,
I know.
God.
Wasabi with the Akali.
This just brings back, I just immediately went into post-traumatic stress right there. It's like being in the war back in Vietnam. As soon as that, oh God. And his, like, I actually don't know what's worse for his team he's playing right now, whether it's the Kazakhs or Zakali. Just to let people watching know, Wasabi's Kazakhs win rate is 15%, I think.
That's because, no, he plays a decent Kazakhs, but he just screws around too much. But he ends up picking the Scorpion.
Got 20 games. He's got 20 games played on Kazakhs. He's screwed around on every single one of them.
Probably.
Ugh.
Alright, the Skarner Ezreal pick is very strong. I mean, Skarner is a dominant force in all ranked levels, and as is Ezreal.
I'm so sick of Ezreal.
Yeah, I'm excited he's getting nerfs.
I'm excited for a lot of nerfs.
Me too.
Can't wait for that
Season 3 is going to be awesome.
Yes, it will. And for anyone who's watched, we treated people to a little bit of that Twisted Tree line, which is absolutely fantastic. I gotta say,
yeah,
Riot
it's
did
fun.
Just a bang-up job with it.
Looking at the Nocturne, I mean, we don't see Nocturne often anymore, but I still think he's pretty good.
Yeah, nothing wrong with him. It just, I mean, you're pretty much committing to, I mean, at least a partial dive comp if you're picking him, because he's got to fly right in on top of one of the carries if you're going to pick him, so.
Can't decide. He wants the Nunu or the Nocturne. Another downside with Nocturne is he is farm dependent.
Yeah, very much so. And I mean, Nunu is pretty much strong no matter where you put him. He can go bottom lane, he can go top lane, he can go mid lane, he can go in the jungle. He can do absolutely anything, and that's, I mean, he's picked a lot. I mean, I don't want to reveal. I guess the problem with this stream is technically they can watch your stream and see what the summoners are. But generally, if Nunu's picked, you don't really know where he's going to be if he's picked early.
Right. He literally can go anywhere, and it's a great versatility to the champion. Teemo. I'm not sure how Teemo does against Jace. I'm going to assume Jace beats him because it's Jace.
Well, if you don't mind, fill us in a little bit. What is it that makes Jace so incredibly strong?
Jace just has a lot in his kit. I mean, he's got a lot of range with not only his normal ranged form, but also his Q into gate is massive range and does a lot of damage on AD scaling. And then in his hammer form, he's got the closer, which slows, and he's got a hammer. His E does percent base damage, and is it percent off max health?
I think it is.
trying to look. It doesn't say.
Well, not only that, but it's percent off max health and has a base damage value.
Right, and it has AD scaling. So
which is one of the things that's being targeted in the Jace nerfs, which,
yes.
I mean, that's going to take a lot of damage off that ability, which, frankly, is needed.
Oh, Dur says it does magic damage. Is it magic damage on AD scaling? Is that what it is?
I'm pretty sure it's AD scaling. I could be wrong, though.
Yes.
I definitely don't play Jace. Okay.
Magic damage on AD scaling. That doesn't make much sense, but...
Very intuitive, Riot.
Right. But, alright, Purple's got already a very scary team comp. I mean, Leona and Skarner is just going to be able to jump on everyone, along with the Jace Warp Gate, or whatever, Acceleration Gate. They're going to have a very, very quick team.
Did you see that video, by the way, that was popping up recently with the Jace Warp Gate Blitzcrank grab?
No.
Okay, it's a video. I'll have to find it and link it to you later. But it's literally it must be a bug or a photo. I don't know what you'd call a video. I don't know, like an editing job or something like that, where an enemy Jace at a level 1 team fight puts down a gate, and then the Blitzcrank on the other team grabs towards their wolves, and it goes through the enemy Jace's gate, and the hook extends 3 times as far across the screen and grabs Lee Sin.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. And again, I don't know if it was just a bug or if they edited it or something, but it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's crazy to look at. I'll have to link it to you later.
I think it would be very cool if Acceleration Gate worked on like a lot of skill shot projectiles.
Except for the fact that Acceleration Gate is pretty overpowered as is.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I just thought it would be awesome. Alright, so do you want me to spoil, or should I just let you wait out until we see what's actually in the game? Because I know Blue Team's got a little secret.
Well, let's leave it. Let's leave it for the viewers and me to find out, I suppose.
Alright, well,
for now, we can just analyze the picks.
Yeah. Blue Team's comp is a little interesting. They've got nice AoE damage with Erzin and Fiddle, and even with like a Fiddle ult into Nocturnal, they can just dive someone a bit.
They don't really have anyone to soak so much,
No,
though, aside
they
from
don't.
Nocturne.
Nocturne's gonna have to build tanky.
Yeah, and that sort of takes away some of his threat.
Yeah, the mid game is gonna go to Purple Team. It's gonna be interesting. Purple Team by far has the better composition. They've got a lot of speed, a lot of initiation. Blue Team is gonna have to work hard to pull something out of their sleeve.
I'm just waiting to see a ball-boosted Acceleration Gate Skarner go flying into the enemy team. That's what I'm
Yeah,
waiting to
exactly. With Shirelia's.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to watch.
It most certainly will. I'm still reeling from that game we played, that Zillion Skarner game 2 weeks
He
ago.
was so fast.
Oh my goodness, that was the most fun I've had in quite a while.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was an easy game, but that was fun.
Yeah.
I really like Tristana. I wish she was more... Like, I wish she was better. She's in a weird spot right now, where... Right now, the mid-game is dominated by these mid-game AD carries. Ezreal, Corki, Graves, even MF a bit, too. But Tristana is amazing early game, amazing late game, but she's got this huge dip in the mid-game, which no other AD carry has. And it really pushes her out of viability.
Well, I remember reading a Riot quote from a week or two ago saying that Tristana was getting something. And they weren't really clear on what it is, but it sounded like it was one of those quality of life type things. So people were speculating that they were going to make her jump react the way every other champion's movement, blinks work. I don't know if that's what they're going to do, but they said they're going to be doing something with her. And I mean, as far as I know, there wasn't anything in the patch notes. People were also speculating they were going to make her her ultimate, the Buster Shot, scale off of attack damage rather than magic damage as it does now.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah, it would be. And I mean, frankly, considering the scaling of almost every other AD carries ultimates that do damage, I don't see what would be wrong with that.
Yeah.
She's got to be close range in order to use it late game, and that sort of, that's counterintuitive to the way you want to play on Tristana, so I think it's a decent enough trade-off.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. That would make her mid-game better, I would think. Also, mana costs would make her mid-game better, because she can literally use 2 spells and then she's out of mana.
Yeah. Misfortune has the same issue, though, I think.
Not really. And with Misfortune's ult buff, the cast time on it, it's amazing now. She's so good.
Oh yeah, the buff to her ultimate definitely improved. No, I was talking about double up. I mean, you can't double up early game will destroy your mana.
There's some really fun abusive lanes that you can run bottom now. Like Sona MF is amazing.
Sona anyone is abusive.
Well, yeah, that's Sona. I'm excited to see blue team's bot lane actually.
The funny thing about Sona is they nerfed her on the PBE, and they lowered her base health and armor values. Again.
Yeah, she's a melee minion now.
Yeah, she has.
I saw that.
I was gonna say she has less armor and health than a melee minion.
I laughed really hard actually.
Kind of ridiculous.
I'm hoping we got some level 1 action here. Any of the games we've casted lately, we haven't had any, and it's making the first minute and a half a little awkward.
Well, I mean, if I were blue team, I would want to be avoiding any level 1 action at all costs.
Yes.
So, I mean, we'll see what happens, but I would think we're not going to see much.
I could see an invade from purple team.
I could definitely see an invade from purple team. What do you get as Jace? Acceleration gate? Level 1 for an invade?
I think it depends on what you need. If you need your team to get in there quickly, acceleration gate, I think, but otherwise you Q for the slow and the closer.
Okay.
But I'm not actually sure. I don't play him much.
Mm-hmm. One of very few champions I actually do not own Chase.
He's very fun. I have him on my Smurf.
My top lane is fallen way behind, so I've kind of been avoiding it.
Yeah. We got the real Tony Stark over here.
As opposed to
the fake ones, yeah.
Which one is the fake Tony Stark?
I don't know.
Is it like War Machine? I'm not even sure if that was supposed to be a joke. I think I was trying to make a joke, but I couldn't come up with one, so instead it was like just really sad and pathetic.
Aw, it's okay.
I do like the cleanse pick on Hellsmith, I have to say. That's going to come in handy for sure.
Yeah, I don't, to be honest. I mean, okay, I do because he's against Leona, but I don't because Tristana early game with Ignite is hilariously fun. I actually would have liked to see Erzen pick Leona if Hellsmith was going to pick Tristana, because that lane is very strong.
Oh, yes it is. Definitely just dive in. Oh, what did I see yesterday? Oh, and we're already seeing our first pause of the game.
I'm shocked.
Fantastic.
These never happen in houses.
Nope.
I'm just beside myself. What are they saying in chat?
Supposedly Erzen is not in the game
what a scrub.
yet, so that's the issue.
What a loser.
I think that actually works pretty well, by the way, if I keep chat on and you have it off.
Yeah,
instead of you streaming, so...
That's fine, I just won't be in the loop.
No, that's I'm okay with that.
It's the price I have to pay.
Erzen has reconnected to the game, so hopefully we can begin now.
Get right in this. Oh, remember to move around your people.
Oh, yes. Things to remember. Alright, moving them around right now.
Oh, but here's the question for you. Who's top?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Are we seeing an AP Tristana mid?
No.
Are we seeing AP Teemo mid?
I'm thinking yes. Yep, he's got 25 AP.
And so then top lane is going to be... I didn't
the
even
Fiddlesticks.
Ooh, I am the tits playing Fiddlesticks top lane. Very, very interesting.
Yeah, we're seeing some positioning from purple team. They're pinging down. I wonder if they're probably just going to defend. Maybe they suspect some invasion of some sort, which is kind of surprising to me. But maybe it's a Fiddle mid. It may be a Teemo top.
I suspect that would make a little bit more sense. Fiddle in the middle is actually...
It's not bad.
It's not bad. If you're going to max Dark Wind first... Or, well, I mean, I don't even know what you would max on Fiddle first in the middle, because, I mean, Dark Wind farms, now that they improved its minion damage, actually farms pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, you know, extraneous bounces are nice for harassment, but you can't really rely on it. But you also can't necessarily rely to, you know, sit on a Fear Drain combo in the middle of the lane, you know? So it really makes me wonder how you're supposed to properly do that.
I'm personally not even sure, because it's one of those awkward things where everything on Fiddle is good when you rank it up, so I don't know what to rank up first.
Yeah.
The Fear is amazing. It's so strong.
Fear is just a very frustrating CC because you're crowd controlled by it, and you keep thinking it's going to end, and it doesn't.
It never does. Now, I don't know. You see this purple ward being a little aggressive on those raids. I'm wondering if Wasabi's thinking of invading.
Well, I think that would definitely be a good call of him because Skarner, I mean, he can run right in there, clear those raids, and probably be out before Fiddle even gets down there. And we're going to see a level 2, level 1.
Oh, man, the Teemo's being sneaky up here.
Oh, look at this.
That didn't work nearly well enough.
No, not so much.
Man, that was disappointing.
Well, he tried. That's all that matters. So it looks like they are going to switch lanes now, and Fiddle is actually going to take over top lane while Teemo is going to migrate to mid against an Orianna who might be level 2 by the time he gets down there, so he better be careful.
Yeah, she is. Now, Pancakes might be walking right into the ward. Wasabi sees it. I'm thinking Orianna's going to push and then walk over. Maybe not. Maybe no, Wasabi's just going to sneak out.
Nope, and that's, again, very, very good placement of that ward because he knew exactly how much time he had to grab that red and get out. And here we are going to see a level 3 gank. The jump from Hellspeth, so they're going to have to focus Urzen. Urzen tries to flash out, and Wasabi opts not to dive for it, instead just satisfied with the blown flash on the support.
Yeah, they got the one flash, which is fine. But now, I mean, I think Blue Team will be playing a little bit more passively bottom because they know their flash is down. I'm not sure if Wasabi's going to try and come around again.
Yep. And having a look at top lane, Nightfield and I'm that is, actually he's getting ignited, flashes out, and pops a health pod, just barely surviving that ignite. Very, very close. Nightfield needed like one more cannon auto attack or something to be able to take him down. Fires off just to see if Fiddle was staying at the turret, but wisely I'm that had backed off and does survive, but has been pushed out of the lane.
Just some nice farming bottom we're seeing. I'm wondering when, some actual ganks are going to come off. Oh, the ward. Okay, well, Orianna tried to steal the big Wraith from Pancakes, but he couldn't quite get it in time.
Well, now for sure, now Pancakes does realize that his Wraiths have been warded. That ward's about to expire, and there it goes. So now he's going to be sort of safe in his jungle until someone decides to ward it again. But he is without red, so that's going to be a little bit of an issue for him.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to gank, really, which is, I mean, it's unfortunate, but at the same time, Nocturne just wants to get to 6, so he's just going to stay in the jungle for now, I'm thinking.
Why does Nocturne want to get to 6?
Because his ult is so good. He just well, I mean, it used to be really good. Now it's like a flash, but it's the range on it, and he can just come and bypass wards, and that's really like a lot of the junglers that are popular now can just bypass wards, or any gankers, like Eve, just walk past wards and don't care.
Yeah, and I mean, I think, in the face of that, we are actually going to see a gank going on Addiction. Nub Pancake's going to land that fear. There's a flash from Addiction coming out, and he does manage to get away, but there's a burn flash from the mid laner. Nub Pancake's coming around again. If he can hit 6 before that flash comes back off cooldown, that will be a dead Orianna.
He may. I don't actually know the exact cooldown of flash. Oh, we got Wasabi posturing up for a gank up top. And Tits doesn't have his flash, so that may be...
Yep, that lane is pushing pretty hard here. It's going to come right in, and I'm thinking this is going to be one dead Fiddlesticks. Yes, definitely. The fear going off on Skarner, but it's not going to be enough. He actually did flash in. I'm not sure that was entirely necessary, but he did want to secure the kill, so first blood going to purple team. Good job, DC Wasabi. And Nightfield.
Seeing some nice aggression bottom. I mean, Ezreal's getting pretty low, and that's just the Sona poke that's really, really good.
Well, I mean, they do have the advantage. Blue team has the advantage of sustain, obviously. So,
right.
I mean, they can afford to take some hits, whereas the Leona Ezreal lane can't.
What Leona needs to do is she needs to get a little more in their face, because Leona's full health and she's just letting Ezreal take all the damage. And they do have, and Blue team does have sustain on their side, so I mean, they're just gonna keep poking as much as they can. And Leona's just gonna walk on by.
Yep, and I'm thinking real Tony Stark now getting completely zoned off of experience and gold is going to have to go back because, I mean, he's too low. If he gets jumped on by Tristana and, he can't flash out or E out in time, he's going to be in trouble.
Elspeth walked in the bush when Erzen walked away, so it was a little unfortunate on that part.
And they do have to sort of coordinate that AD support better. But again, these are players who haven't really played together at, any real amount of time before, so you can't expect high-level coordination from them.
Right, they never have. I know Erzen hasn't played in in-houses before, so... Is
Erzen a Team Liquider?
He frequents Team... He never posts. I know he reads occasionally. Yeah, he's a lurker.
Nothing wrong with lurkers in Team Liquider.
Not at
encourage
all.
Lurkers.
Right. I'm actually more surprised that mid and top haven't died more by now. But Teemo's gonna be a pain. What's he gonna pick up right now?
Yeah, but I mean the farm is pretty equal aside from top lane. Top lane, I mean, I'm thinking the top lane Fiddlesticks is not exactly working out the way blue team wanted it to.
I didn't notice the farm.
We're seeing almost tripled farm now, Jace, compared to Fiddlesticks, and this is, it's just completely one-sided. I'm almost thinking Nightfield could probably just jump in right on top of him and solo him down completely right now before he hits 6.
I don't know if you're watching bottom. Ezreal's taking some punishment. He is getting dangerously close to dying.
And still refuses to back.
Oh.
That's so dangerous. Oh, that flash.
Urzen flashes in, yes.
Beautiful job by Urzen. Actually, whatever you want, actually had to flash out as well because he got hit by an explosive shot and some auto attacks from Hellspeth.
Yeah, Ezreal should not have stayed, flat out. He should have left a long time. But there's that always... Wow. Alright, Urzen's just whipping out these kills too quick for me.
Yep, and I mean, I was about to say the same thing about whatever you want. Whatever you want, you're saying Ezreal has to go back. The same thing. You should never be in lane when you're at that level of health, just because it's way too easy. I am that is on top, actually going to try and... Oh my goodness, getting pushed away, that Crow Storm, the Ignite, almost going to kill him. Nub Pancake's now going to come in, try and save him. Nightfield walking right into the bush, there was no ward. Nub Pancake is actually going to be able to pick up this kill on Jace. Oh, there's the flash.
Wow,
there's the auto attack.
That was incredibly well done.
I'm not sure if that was an intended bait by him, that is, but it really, really worked out for him. He tried to, it was a sort of a last-ditch Crow Storm, really tried to make something. I'm Wasabi now diving on top of Golden Korean Boy's turret, but Teemo's move quick just moved him too quickly away from there.
There's too much action. They need to give you a break, man.
I know.
But I was enjoying Tits just standing there, Crow Storming, and then getting knocked away.
You know what? It's actually kind of surprising how well that visit, like, I mean, you're used to seeing, when you're playing a Fiddlesticks, it's always, an out-of-sight Crow Storm, right?
Right.
A within-sight Crow Storm actually works better than you might think. You need to be able to get out of there well in time. Like, if the Fiddlesticks is right on top of you, you're going to have to flash out to get out of Crow Storm in time.
I think it's only like a 2-second cast. Oh.
Yeah, it's not very long.
Skarner's going to be coming in for a gang. Yeah, this is going to be... Oh, Nocturne's right there, though.
Yep, they are aiming for Hellspeth, but then when they saw Hellspeth get out of the way, they went in for Urzen, and Nub Pancakes is taking no damage at all, just auto-attacking away, but we did see, whatever you want, just get this game with barely any little health. Buster shotting the DC Wasabi away, Nub Pancakes in the net, but not enough. The only casualty of that gank was Urzen, and Nub Pancakes just barely surviving.
He actually pulled a pretty nice flash, Sona, or not flash, sorry, ult. But Ezreal was back enough to just ult in and kill it.
Yeah, it just was not enough. I would imagine the purple team is probably going to try and push the turret and maybe opt for a dragon.
Yeah, they may be. Yeah, they're going to be able to get the turret from this, I think.
Oh, they're going to take the turret instead. Yeah, usually when you can get a kill or even a double kill bottom lane, you usually opt to take either the turret or dragon, or sometimes even both, depending on how much damage you can do and what the health level of your champions are.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, they could right now, especially with the way that top is going for a purple team. Jace can continue to pressure, and he's going to be strong enough that even if Nocturne comes to gank, it's not going to be that scary for him right now. His Fiddle's so low. So Nocturne either has to go top and help, or let top continue to be pressured on Fiddlesticks.
Yep. I'm really not 100% certain what the attempt was on blue team, because Fiddle is a fairly farm-dependent champion to get his damage off. I mean, at least he needs his Zhonya's. So, I mean, it's very, very difficult. He's only got 32 to Jace's 58. It's going to be very, very difficult to be performing well in team fights.
There's not a lot of champions that do well against Jace top. Fiddle is not one of them.
Who would be those champions who can farm, at least farm evenly?
I think Malphite can do okay. I know Nidalee does decently well.
Fiddly,
yes, Fiddly. I'm pretty sure Nidalee does well, just because she's sort of the same type of the nice ranged melee hybrid, where she does a lot of damage up front too.
What about Nunu?
I've heard Nunu does alright, but I also don't know the matchup well enough.
I am, that is, walking right past the Stixie Wasabi and getting pulled, and he is very, very good. Not entirely sure. Oh, actually, we do see Golden Korean Boy just assassinating Addiction, and whatever you want, dying bottom lane. I can't follow all this action all at once. Real Tony Stark going to die to Urzen. One more auto attack, Urzen. And there's the
man,
a huge ult finishing him off.
Man, this carries Sona. Yeah, there was a
I
lot of
know.
action there. I'm surprised you were able to keep
Boy
up.
actually surviving pretty well and getting a kill for himself, so doing very, very well mid against Oriana.
Yep, Teemo does a lot of that. He's going to pick up his DFG right now.
Oh,
Yes.
DFG, the scourge of mids everywhere.
Oh, no, he's going a Malady, actually. That's not an item I see bought often, but I've heard it's pretty good even on AP Teemo mid.
Malady is an item that I feel that people really underestimate. And it's
Yes.
not really an item that you can build on a lot of champions. Why is that, exactly?
Well,
Why?
it's got awkward itemization. It's ability power and attack speed right there. I mean, it's not situated for a lot of champions with that, because there's not many attack speed, ability power champions in general. But
So,
I
I
mean,
mean, what if you were to build, I mean, I'm just, just a little bit of low-level theory crafting here. Someone like, let's say you wanted to build an on-hit Oriana.
I've experimented with that actually. It's not bad, but it's one of those things where she's a champion where you can just build flat out AP and get more for your money. I mean, it's
true.
and I have actually tried it because I thought the exact same thing. Because her passive actually is very strong.
Yep. So just having a look at the gold for a second, we're seeing the junglers. Oh, we are.
You're gonna have to wait.
Actually, whatever you want flying in on top of. Oh my goodness, whatever you want cannot survive this. That is a 3-on-1. Nub Pancakes flying in just to secure that kill. And I was about to say the gold is in favor of purple team's jungler, but Nub Pancakes just securing a little bit more for himself.
Yep. I've seen more from blue team jungler. Well, I guess because the action mid was with Skarner and he pulled Fiddle. You say?
Mm.
But oh, he's ulting in. Fiddle's ulting in top.
Fiddle's ulting in action. That fear up gets the drain, but you can see that without any much AP, the Crowstorm barely took him down to half
That
health.
did
That's a
nothing.
full combo with Ignite and Drain and Fear did not really. It's not even going to force Jace out of lane.
Erzen is playing incredibly aggressive on Sona, and I really like the way he's playing it because he's just being a complete nuisance for the enemy team. I mean, Tristana's getting up in her farm, and that's going to be really good if she can carry it into late game. The challenge, though, is going to be getting through mid game.
We're seeing the Drain go in on top of Nightfell. Iron that is getting ignited, and we're going to see one more cannon shot from Nightfell is going to be enough. And he does
Nope.
actually flash and pound him into the ground instead.
Insult to injury, that one.
Yep. Just a shame. I really did kind of want to see. I love watching unorthodox strategies. I really would have liked to see that Fiddle top work, but just couldn't happen.
So now you see this whole barricade of shrooms that Wasabi has to walk through. Oh,
I'm not entirely sure what Golden Crew Boy was thinking there.
He just
walked right into Skarner, who
he just gave him a hug.
Yep, just said, "Hey, you're a nice-looking scorpion. Why don't you come on over here?"
Oh, I was really hoping Oriana would just walk into a mushroom.
Yeah, she was very, very close.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, they're all over. They're happy though. I think the placement's pretty good. I mean,
he's doing it to avoid ganks, and they're placed decently. And even Skarner ran into one down close to the Wraiths, to the blue Wraiths, on that entrance to mid. But for some reason,
if he was placing those mushrooms to avoid ganks, you'd think he wouldn't go give the scorpion a hug.
right? That was a little confusing, but
Confusing. We do see an ult go down from wherever you want. He is going to try and go in Hellspith, but Hellspith cleanses. Instead, they're going to opt to go on top of Urzen, but the ultimate going down from Sona. And again, real Tony Stark goes down. The extra jump from Hellspith, the reset, and whatever you want has to flash out.
that Sona kill secure, man. I mean, Erzen could have given that kill to Hellsmith on that one.
Yeah, probably. I'm just looking at the score right now. He's 5-1.
Yeah.
Urzen.
Yep, he's doing.
I mean, you're doing work, buddy, but
He's getting to the point where he's taking too much gold from his AD carry. I mean, especially on someone like Tristana, who really needs help getting through the mid game.
like if Tristana had even 2 of those kills, I mean, she'd be looking like what are her items right now? She's got to be outsword. She'd be looking at it. I mean, if she's going Bloodthirster first, which I'm not sure that she's doing, like she'd already have it by now.
Korean Boy being incredibly aggressive on Oriana right now, and I mean, his poison's getting her down to half health, but at the same time, her burst also gets him down to half health.
Yeah, and I mean there's that slow burst. There's the ultimate just
Nice bait.
Golden Korean Boy, and there's a flash from addiction. It's not going to be enough. Nub Pancake's going to take her down. Well done.
That was all nub pancakes. Korean Boy did nothing.
Yep, and we actually missed some auto attacks. This time it's not going to be enough. I don't think Wasabi's going to be able to do whatever you want. And Real Tony Stark coming in from mid. The flash from Golden Korean Boy. The mushrooms are actually going to stop him. There's a flash and an ultimate. Whatever you want. Landing the ultimate perfectly, and Real Tony Stark does get a kill. Excellent plays from mid lane. Urzen just could not do anything to help.
Korean Boy was doing a good job of trying to drag them through his field, but there were just too many. Leona ult came through and landed perfectly on him.
And even then, Nightfield did react and come down from top, so even had he escaped from the 3 in mid lane, he would have run into Jace, so...
Yeah, Jace is now doubling Fiddle on top. But the thing is, if Fiddlesticks can just get a Zhonya's, it's going to be really difficult for Purple to deal with him.
Yep, agreed. And having a look at Fiddle right now, he's got 2 Doran's rings, he's got a cage, and now, I mean, again, I've seen Fiddles lately with that ever-present DFG, and I think that's honestly an excellent item on him, because he doesn't have that burst that you really need as an AP carry to take someone down.
Right. And it's just one of those items that it's so good where if you pass it up and someone else doesn't on the enemy team, then you're already behind, because it just is huge burst for your team.
Yep. And typical to Team Liquid in-house fashion, we see a dragon still not killed at 17 minutes and a half, so the first ping's going down.
Why would you? I mean, why break tradition?
I don't understand it. It's only these games. Golden Korean Boy getting caught out, actually trying to pull Real Tony Stark on top of Mushroom, and just those auto attacks doing so much damage. He might even be able to escape with that move quick. No, the ultimate going down, whatever you want. Oh, right.
That mushroom, wow.
Wow, the double kill. Golden Korean Boy playing that so very well.
Teemo 1v3ing like a boss.
Yup.
That was awesome. Oh, Wasabi's getting... Oh, he's going to pull Hellspeth.
That
yep.
burst. That was bad positioning from Hellspeth, and now Hellspeth actually going to go down. The ultimate from Urzen, and Urzen is almost going to pick up another kill, but no, Nub Pancakes managed to secure it, and DC Wasabi going to have to use that Shirelles to get away from Nub Pancakes.
Yeah, Urzen picked up his oracles. It'll be interesting to see how long he can stay with it, and if he actually... Oh, he's clearing wards, not non-Wicked style. I'm not gonna let Wicked ever live that down, because it was bad. He missed a lot of boards.
Poor guy. Top lane, the domination continues. Jace just what's the term? Bodying,
dunking.
Bodying, that is. I don't want to dip into the origins of that term too much, because it's
bodying.
Very, very weird. But suffice it to say, it's I don't know. Not a term I use very often.
Wow, yeah. Tits needs to back off. He just needs to leave the tower.
Yeah, but again, true to... Oh, and there's the chunk. True to the players in this game. They don't want to leave. They're greedy. They want that experience. They want that gold, so they're going to stick around as long as they can, and then they die.
We already see Tristana picking up her Infinity Edge. That's really good, especially because Ezreal's not going Triforce. He's not going for that mid-game power.
No, and I mean, arguably, look, I'm having a look at the gold. He's actually behind Hellspeth now in terms of gold, so you generally, as far as I know, don't want to pick up that that Sheen, that Phage, unless you're already ahead, so you can really assert and snowball that mid-game dominance. You'd rather just try and play for the late game.
Yeah, well, yeah, it makes sense, because he really was never ahead. Hellspeth needs to be careful here. He's walking right into a gank.
Yeah, he is, but he's actually hiding Real Tony Stark really well. Whatever you want, not following up on this. He's just sort of waiting around in the bush.
Very good patience, but Urzen's going to get caught. He is just...
Yeah, he did not see that one coming. Urzen is just going to explode, and there's an ultimate hitting absolutely nobody, whatever you want, trying to do something about Hellspeth, but could not. Real Tony Stark, very, very low on health. But, I mean, that's fine with him. He can just stand back and auto-attack all day. And this looks like it might just be our first dragon.
20-minute dragon. Oh.
20-minute dragon.
One of these things. Yeah, that was unfortunate for Urzen. He wanted to be aggressive, but Tony was just was baiting that very, very well. And
I mean,
Wasabi walked in.
Arguably, whatever you want, could have tossed his ult in earlier on top of Hellspeth, actually, and Wasabi could have Shirelles then run in, but, I mean... Oh, and they're going to see the ultimate from Nocturne.
Oh, they changed their mind.
Yeah, he went in just a little bit too late. He wanted to try and go in and steal that dragon, but he went in after it went down, and then just said, oh, okay, I better back the fuck out. Back the hell out. Back the hell out.
Nice. I didn't even notice.
You know what? I realized it as I said it.
Yeah, good. All right, we're learning. We're learning. You know.
And meanwhile, is
he's just
auto-attacking the turret.
He's just trying. He's trying real hard, but I mean, Jace has 3 levels on him.
That's a shame. It is a shame. He is 0-4, 69 CS to Jace's 146. My goodness.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, the farm is in favor of purple team so far for the most part. Yeah, Jace is really far ahead, but the gold's still even. No towers are down, and that's a dragon on purple team too. So I mean, the gold is. I mean, it's not perfectly even, but
No, and I mean again, Tristana's damaged. Like she's sort of, I would argue she's just got to pick up a little bit of attack speed because I mean her Q isn't fully leveled yet. But if she picks up a little bit of attack speed, she'll be over that mid-game hump, and she's going to start being absolutely massive. And if Fiddle can just farm up little by little, he'll start becoming relevant in team fights.
yeah, it's possible. I mean, we'll see if Fiddle can get there. He just really needs some AP to make a difference.
He doesn't have a lot of it just yet.
But Wasabi's being annoying with that Oracle, just clearing out the mushroom field, which is a sad day for Teemo.
Yeah, Golden Korean Boy not too happy about that. Seeing just Wasabi and Nightfield clearing out all the wards, it looks as though the two of them might opt to finally take down the top tier turret.
They're going to, and then I'm gonna assume they're gonna roam and try and help out bottom because Erzin and Tristana, or what's his name? Hellspeth, yes, are still exerting a lot of aggression and still being a real pain for him. I mean, Tony Stark is now under half and has to go farm wolves. That's how zoned out he's getting.
Tony Stark needs to go put on his Iron
Oh my
Man
god, I
suit.
hate you. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming at some point. I would really like to see bot lane blue take this purple turret, because then they can start helping out other lanes. And I mean, they've got the strength. They need to start helping people out.
Yep. Hey, Sonif.
What?
Oh, there's a gank. I was about to make a bad joke. You were spared. Golden Korean Boy, that pull just and a slow just going to be too much. Actually giving the kill to Addiction. Good guy was Sabi.
What was your bad joke?
My bad joke was let's first splash Iron, that is, just get chunked by Jace. He could have gone in and
He could have killed
too,
him, yeah.
but he opted not to, showing a little mercy this time.
Nope.
Never mind.
Nope.
Never mind. I spoke too soon. I was going to say, I would stop making these jokes. Whatever you want. Huh? Oh, Erzin getting caught. Wasabi did a little bit of a double take there. He's like, wait a minute, if I just walk into Sona in the brush? There's the exhaust going down. Elspeth doesn't do enough damage yet to stop this rampaging Skarner, though. There's the defensive ultimate. Whatever you want, I'll going right in. Nub him, consulting him for Wasabi. Elspeth kiting really, really well, but an ult going down. Elspeth tries to flatten and cleanse out. He is able to jump out of the way of the Orianna ult, though, so his entire team, never mind.
Got popped by the Ignite.
Yep, that Ignite just going to be a little bit too much. A really good team fight from Purple Team.
I'm
Elspeth just trying his absolute best, but not quite succeeding.
Yeah, the exhaust on Tristana came down and she didn't cleanse it soon enough. And they really just wanted to get that Oracle, which they did successfully, but...
Not worth the 3 kills, though.
No, not at all. Oh, Tony Stark getting in danger. That may be...
No, he's going to be alright.
Shield comes in and saves him.
This Teemo.
This Teemo, man.
Golden Korean Boy going to try and defend his turret, but he should probably back out a little bit. Yeah, he's just going to farm up a little bit more.
Yeah, see, now this is the problem. I mean, Jace is just going to come in and start pushing turrets because he's got that that long-range poke that does a lot of damage, and he can just keep people off the turret and then take it down.
And just the sheer speed from Purple Team. I mean, they can fly into the enemy team with whoever. I mean, they've got Jace to run in, they've got Leona can jump right in, they've got Skarner, Orianna. Like, any combination of those heroes simply can just dive right into Blue Team and pick off whoever they want.
Yeah, and that's what I said at the beginning. I mean, it's going to be a very quick initiation. They're just going to grab one person and then finish the rest of the team.
Yep. And I mean, the gold advantage, obviously, you can see at this point, we're looking at a 6K gold disparity right now. So I mean, the early picks really starting to show off their strength, and it might just be too much for Blue Team to overcome.
What's funny is that 6K is still, I mean, that's 75% of that difference is the 3 towers that Purple Team has down. I mean, so the rest of it is really just the 100 farm from Chase.
But here's the problem. how is blue team going to even siege a turret with the kind of dive team that purple team has?
They can't.
They need... I mean, Tristan is very, very good at sieging towers, and we're actually seeing the Shirelles. Urzen might get caught by that. Oh, the ultimate just missing Addiction. Whatever you want to Nightfield going in, though. Instead, they're going to opt to take down Urzen, trying to ult and survive. There's the flash. Might actually be able to know the ult going down slowing. Golden Green Boy going to try and come and drop in a mushroom to stop the entire enemy team, but they're not going to run into it. They're just going to back off. They're happy with 1 kill, and Fiddlesticks again just
happily pounding at the top turret.
Yep.
Which, I mean, he needs to do. He needs to get it down, get some money for his team. He needs something. How much money? He only has 900 gold in his pocket. I was hoping it would be more than that by now.
Like, I would argue that, I mean, since there's no other objectives, major objectives up on the map right now, and they didn't feel like sieging a turret, they could have just gone right to Baron. I think they're strong enough to do it, you know, but... Oh, there, I guess they were. There's the dragon. They must have had that time, so they were just waiting the extra 30 seconds for it to come up. So there's their dragon. They're going to take that, they're going to go back, they're going to buy, and they're just going to be that much stronger the next team fight.
Well, I'm sure they did have the timing down, but also, I mean, Baron has an AoE MR debuff, and the enemy team is 2 magic damage champions. So they may not have wanted to risk that, because Golden Boy does do a lot of damage still.
He does, but I don't know if you saw the no AP Fiddlesticks, but that didn't work out so well.
Hey, he's trying, okay?
Oh, we do see a dive on top of the Ultimate Stark. Nunpack is actually going to have to back out now. We're seeing the Fear going on top of Addiction. Here comes the ult from Ion Menace, but actually, oh my god, that's stun from wherever you want. Perfectly landing on Ion Menace, freezing him in place. Hellspeth jumping in, landing a Buster Shot, but here comes Nightfield. Jumping in, DC Wasabi being poisoned and ignited, but he will probably, yes, he will survive with that shield. And actually, that team fight ending in favor of blue team. I am honestly very, very surprised.
Hellspeth played that very well. He positioned well enough. He just skirted around the edge, poking whoever you could, and they left him alone for the most part.
Yep, they were more worried of the Fiddle ult, which arguably I'm not sure I would have. I mean, the ult on whatever you want's ult was really, really good, freezing Ion Menace in place so that the ult didn't really hit anybody at all. But, I mean, again, Hellspeth is much more dangerous than Fiddle is at this point in the game.
Yeah, but a Fiddle ult left unchecked. I mean, what's the base damage on a level 2 Fiddle ult?
Let's have a look.
I'm about to.
225
each second. So that's not something you can really just scoff at. I mean, just base damage. He doesn't have any items, but he's something you have to pay attention to. You can't really just ignore him.
That is a valid point, a very, very valid point. So we did see that first successful, semi-successful ult from Fiddlesticks, had not he been halted in his tracks. And we're seeing the beginnings of a comeback from Blue Team. They have shortened the goal disparity just a little bit.
And, I mean, Fiddle has enough gold now, after clearing these raids, to get his needlessly large rod. So I'm assuming he's going to go... Oh, he's just hanging out on that ward.
Yeah, probably not a... Oh, there we go. He actually gave it away. Addiction giving it away that he was there. I'm not sure if I'm that was waiting to try and, you know, pull something fancy off, but instead now opting to go take Wolves and hopefully head back and get some AP.
I'm assuming Blue Team Blue Buff is about to pop. Or, no, never mind. They're just making moves to get Teemo. Sad days for
and
Teemo.
Golden Grey Boy very, very far out of position. There's the grab. The jump from Nightfield, just Golden Green Boy, not going to be able to do a whole lot about that, but actually managing to chunk a Nightfield a fair amount. We're actually seeing a lot of ults go down. Urzen and Iron is being chunked by the Orient ult. Iron is going down. DC Wasabi being blown backwards, and Hellspeth again, that amazing positioning. They are, she might be able to take a no. Urzen going down. Hellspeth needs to jump again and get out of there, and he just manages to, still poking away at Real Tony Stark. That red buff proccing. One more auto attack is all it would have taken.
The Infinity Edge, man.
Oh my goodness, he had one more auto attack on Real Tony Stark, who was down to probably something like 10 HP. I couldn't quite see at the time. Oh my goodness, Health was just trying to carry his team. They are just so heavy.
He's doing quite well. I mean, I'm impressed with the way he's dealing with this mid game. He got his Infinity Edge early, and now he's exerting the pressure as much as he can.
I mean, really what the issue comes down to, in my opinion, is that they just have nobody at all to soak any damage whatsoever. I mean, they've got a little bit in Nocturne, just a little bit, but it's not enough. They need a front line, and they just don't have anyone for, you know, Tristana to hide behind for her poke at people.
Well, yes and no. I mean, she's got a lot. They've got a lot of people. Purple Team has a lot of people they need to deal with in order to get to Hellspeth. I mean, they've got Fiddle they can't ignore. Sona ult is doing really well to deal with it. I mean, Korean Boy got caught. If he wasn't caught in that fight, that fight would have been entirely different.
Well, Golden Green Boy, it's true. His damage is pretty devastating. He does have a DFG now, as does Fiddlesticks. So
Right.
we might actually see a little bit of a burst on top of someone. I mean, if Fiddlesticks manages to land that DFG and Fear on top of Tony Stark, he's done.
I'm sad because Tits made me a liar. I said he was going to get his big rod, but pulls the DFG like any other AP champion. Oh, Erzin's going to caught. He's walking through a ward field.
Yep, they are gonna. Yeah, there it is. There's the ultimate going down. The Shirley's flashing out action.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, managing to avoid the Leona ultimate. Knifefield trying to chase him down. There's a Dark Wind going down. Actually manages to escape. Erzin proving us both wrong. Does not die.
His reaction time was very good. I mean, he blew everything to get out,
But he did. That's all that matters.
So now, the thing is, in that last fight, Erzin lost his oracles, and Wasabi's really taking advantage of that. Clearing out this entire jungle of all blue wards. He's about to walk into another one. Oh, that was a shroom.
Yeah, this is a bait, though, that... Elspeth attacking over the wall. Wasabi getting chunked, actually, quite a bit. Cannon not doing as much damage. That is being taken down to a third health. Here comes the ultimate. Here's the Fiddlesticks ultimate. He's very low health, though, and goes down before any of that damage can happen. We do see Nut Pancake's ultimate. He gets knocked over the wall, and down goes the Orianna, and the only person Green Boy was able to take down. So we're seeing a double kill. For real Tony Stark, Nud Pancake's going to have to fly into the enemy jungle to try and escape, and Wasabi and Tony Stark want to chase him down. I'm not sure if that's a good idea at this point. Oh,
Leona's going to die. Leona, yes! Yes!
Oh, wow, I missed that, actually. Whatever you want, hitting a mushroom, I'm assuming, going down. Nud Pancake's actually as well going to die.
That was a very sad juke. See, I don't know if you saw that Fiddle ulted in and died immediately. He really needs Zonias.
He was at a third health.
Exactly.
From that, he got chunked by Orania originally, and then he was at, I think he had 2 bars of health by the time he ulted, and that was it. Like, he got maybe 1 tick of that ultimate off.
Alright, so we're seeing Purple Team take on this Baron, and they're just going to solidify their lead with this. I mean, it's going to be really hard for Blue Team to stop them once they have this Baron. I mean, they're already having a tough time as it is to just get away barely.
Surprisingly enough, I mean, like, Purple Team is playing a very safe game in that we haven't seen any real turret sieging or dives yet. I mean, they've got a really substantial lead right now, and I mean, I would argue they could have started diving turrets ages ago, but they're really, I guess they were waiting for that Baron advantage, and now they should be able to do it no problem.
Yeah, well, the thing is, turret dives can be risky. I mean, regardless of how much of a lead you're in, they can still be risky because the turret's there. I mean, and they've got the better team comp, so they just want to play it safe, and they're being smart about it. They're not doing any unnecessary risks. They're just being cautious and taking advantages where they can.
All right, I'm going to say it anyway. Duffman is a cautious cat.
I hate you so much. Why? I don't know why I cast with you. I hate you so much.
I had to do it. I don't know why. I just see that's that's something I don't get to do very often. I'm a huge classic Simpsons fan. And
really?
I don't have the people I used to go to school with are also massive fans. Couldn't get through a conversation without quoting something or other. But now that I'm at a different school in a different place, I have no one to really quote it with ever. So I think I may just start throwing stuff in for fun.
Okay. Well, I never really watched Simpsons much when I was younger, so.
Well, good. So you just sit there and look pretty and be.
I will.
So look at this mushroom minefield. Wasabi going in and actually getting slowed and Buster shotted backwards.
He flashed in to try and get to him too.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Whatever you want, landing an ult on House with an Erzin. There's the ultimate. Wow, you just see a kill from both sides. There's the Fiddle ultimate. Actually managed to do some damage. Knifefield, the Guardian Angel's blown. Nub Pancake's ulting, chunking out the quadra kill.
Wow.
Real Tony Stark. Oh my goodness, I'm actually really shocked that he picked up that quadra kill, considering the addiction ultimate almost killed 2 players on its own.
Yeah.
He must have just gotten those auto attacks off in the nick of time.
Orianna saved that ult for the perfect moment, but I mean, Erzin's ult hit I think almost everyone. Maybe only one person it missed, and
yeah.
Blue Team played that pretty much as well as they could have.
Hellsbeth was auto attacking away. I mean, if Knifefield didn't have that Guardian Angel, he would have been dead.
Yeah, I think this is going to be end right here.
Yeah, this does look like it's going to be the end of the game. I think Purple Team can definitely end it right now, and there's the GG going out from real Tony Stark. GG's from both sides. Well played. Very much to the what were they? The Master Debaters?
The Grandmaster Debaters.
The Grandmaster Debaters, yes.
I mean, the Blue Team played that well. That was a fun game to watch because even though they had the worst team comp and Fiddle did nothing top, they played it well. I mean, they did as well as they could.
Yeah, they most certainly did. So congratulations to DC Wasabi's new team. Let's hope they actually make it to gold.